Welcome to So Many Receipts. I'm Shelley Seddon.
And I'm Fleur Michelle.
And we're two entertainment journos based in Sydney, Australia who love to analyse and talk about all things reality TV and pop culture.
In Deep Dive, we go all in on stuff we're dying to know about, plus chats you won't want to miss.
Welcome to our latest deep dive into And Just Like That, Season 3. Also known as, I couldn't help but wonder, what the hell have they done to this show? So just a reminder, we unpack the main Carrie storyline in our weekly Receipt Roundup podcast. So if you want to hear our thoughts on that, check out our latest episode. So this week we had Charlotte's birthday celebration, which was also a party to cheer her up after Carrie found out about Harry's prostate cancer diagnosis.
And after swearing to Charlotte that she won't say anything to anyone else, Carrie puts her foot in it again almost immediately and almost spills the beans to Miranda about Harry's cancer. And then she tells this kind of convoluted panic lie that, oh, no, it's Charlotte's dog, Richard Burton, that has the cancer.
Yeah.
And that's why Charlotte is so upset. Because obviously when life gets tough, just blame the dog. Meanwhile, poor Richard Burton is probably just wondering why on earth he's suddenly the centre of all this drama.
Right. So the running joke throughout the episode is that Richard Burton is, you know, her baby angel, and doggy cancer is worse news for Charlotte than Harry's actual cancer. I have to say, I felt a bit vindicated because Fleursy thinks I'm obsessed with my cat, Tina Fey.
You totally are.
Which I am. I admit it. I own it. She's my baby angel. So, but the truth eventually comes out in this episode, and Richard Burton and Harry will hopefully, fingers crossed, both be fine.
Well, Kristen Davis did say in her contract that Harry and Charlotte would never split up. Like over, under any circumstances. I hope that also meant that neither one of them would drop off the perch.
Yeah, I think that means happily ever after.
Okay.
So, and according to the Writers' Room podcast, Charlotte's birthday party took 10 days to film and included almost every cast member from the show. I actually thought this was such a missed opportunity with the karaoke. The party was full of Broadway stars. This could have been so much fun. They could have had so much fun with this whole episode and made it really light and fun, but no. I would like to point out that Sarah Jessica Parker started her career as Annie on Broadway, and theater legend Patti LuPone was playing Giuseppe's mother.
So can SJP sing?
Yes, she was Annie on Broadway.
She never sang anything in Sex and the City, did she? Is there anything?
I don't think so. But on the latest Watch What Happens Live with Sarah Jessica Parker on it, Andy shows a clip of her as Annie.
And she sounds good.
Yeah.
She wasn't auto-tuned?
No, she's amazing. And theater legend, Patti LuPone was playing Giuseppe's mother. There's no bigger Broadway star than Patti LuPone. Plus Herbert, LTW's husband, Christopher Jackson, was the original George Washington in Hamilton.
Oh, I see. So I discovered my own plot hole alert in this episode that no one else has picked up yet. So Patti LuPone is 76 years old. I think she looks 76. Sebastiano Pagazzi, who plays Giuseppe, is 29. He looks 29.
Yes.
So they're mother and son. That means that she would have been 47 when he was born, if we're taking this all literally.
Yeah.
When I saw her, I thought, is that his mother? She looks pretty old.
Yeah.
She says to Carrie, I met Giuseppe's father when I was 21 and he was 50. So then did she wait 26 years to have Giuseppe afterwards? I know they like to make the characters wait for their significant others in this show, but wow, that's a long time. That would make his dad 76 when he was born. I mean, Al Pacino and Robert De Niro, they were in their 80s in real life when they had their last kids, but even they didn't have this level of drama. I thought they should have made Patti his grandma and spared us the timeline headache.
Well, I think I didn't pick up on this plot hole alert because that's just way too much math for my brain. But there is another age-related plot hole I discovered. People have been questioning Lily's age, and I got the receipts. Baby Lily was adopted by Charlotte and Harry in 2004. So technically that would make her 21 now. And this season she's in 11th grade, so around 17 years old. So she's been in high school this entire series, the last 3 seasons. And a fact that completely blew my mind, the actress who plays Lily, her name is Kathy Ang, she is 29 years old.
Well, that's a bit of maths as well right there.
Yeah.
And she does not look 29. That means that she's the same age as Giuseppe.
Holy crap. Yes, that's right. And in another plot hole alert, our friend Liz, shout out to Liz, hey Liz, pointed out, if Harry has this amazing personal shopper at Bergdorf's, why did he need to go shopping with Carrie to find something to wear to the club a few eps back?
And she was so impatient impatient too. She was practically yelling at this poor man to hurry up and get changed.
Yes.
Mean old Carrie.
Yes, exactly. So thankfully, Seema was back in this episode, even though her storyline drives me crazy. So this woman who has been working and crushing it in New York real estate for close to 40 years now she's struggling to make ends meet.
So we have to believe she's got her own cost of living crisis going on, because she's going to get budget eyelashes at a place called Latte and Lashes. Like, the character's very inconsistent, right?
Well, she was very rich and now she's has nothing. So on the Writers' Room podcast, they said they wanted to pair Seema with a totally unexpected guy who she just dismisses right away. And they wanted it to be a case of people who connect just being their true selves because they don't feel like this is, their type, this isn't their person. So they don't have to try and impress them and they can just be themselves.
Okay. Anyway, she shows up to the party with a Louis Vuitton eye patch on because she now has an eye infection. This reminded me of Marisol's eye patch in The Real Housewives of Miami. Eye infections are very on trend right
I
now.
know. I actually thought the same thing. And so Adam Gardens is at this party and he says he broke up with his yoga girlfriend the first time he smelled Seema's perfume. So this sounds creepy, but it's actually very sexy. And so, of course, my first thought was, what perfume was she wearing?
Well, maybe it was something like what Dave bought for Jamie on Maths.
Yes.
Wasn't it Crenelli perfume or something like that? Oud something. It was $388.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm obsessed.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it was, I was thinking if it was something like Poison as well, but then that's like a really repulsive smell. Sorry to anyone who likes it.
Yeah, dying to know. But anyway, so Seema freaks out because she now knows that something might actually happen with her and Adam, and she bolts to get them more drinks. Meanwhile, he makes this grand romantic gesture and serenades her with Bette Davis Eyes. He's very fun and goofy, and I actually thought it was endearing.
I kind of thought it was so embarrassing and off-key and a bit ick. I wanted him to stop. But you know what? That song is really on trend at the moment too, because Jojo Siwa just brought out a version of it. Everybody's kind of...
Yes, there's another version as well.
Hey, what? Another one?
Yeah, I can't remember who else did it. Jojo did one and then someone else did one. Ethel, somebody. Yeah.
Ethel?
Yeah.
Jojo's version is like really odd because it's all so gravelly. But if you listen to the whole song, I actually kind of dig it. I mean, it is a bit weird, but anywho, so funny that song has had more lives than I can even imagine. Gwyneth Paltrow did a version of it, didn't she?
I'm not sure about that. Anyway. Well, it is very trendy at the moment. So finally, to that weird fight between Miranda and Carrie in the kitchen, Miranda makes a little joke saying that she loves seeing Carrie and Duncan vibing and that she seemed like the old Carrie that we all love instead of the woman.
And so Carrie loses her shit and gets so defensive. What do you mean? I have a boyfriend, etc., etc.
Well, I thought Miranda could have really gone off on her like she did with the Alexander Petrovsky moving to Paris conversation, but she was just trying to be light and funny.
Yeah.
And imagine if Miranda knew that Aiden had slept with Kathy. I mean, can you imagine that conversation? Miranda, obviously touched a nerve with Carrie and she freaked out. And she was just taking it out on poor Miranda. And Miranda was just sitting there trying to eat her cake and is like, what's happening here?
Let her eat.
Yeah, and I think the viewers watching the show are thinking the same thing. What's happening here?
So it's what I said in Receipt Roundup. Carrie started off this show 3 years ago, bogged down in grief and bitterness after Mr. Big died. And now the character has a distinct bitter and brittle edge.
Yeah.
Which is so unattractive. She used to be a humour writer. So can someone explain why she can't even crack one joke now? Can she not make a gag about how she's just hanging out with Duncan because she likes his pipe?
Yes.
Or something like that. She used to write funny columns. Now she's writing this historical fiction. She can't crack a smile. The character is officially bizarre. She needs another show. She needs another reboot.
Yeah, absolutely. So I also thought it was dismissive when she said to Miranda, Aiden and I are 20 years in. So Miranda was just sharing with Carrie how happy she was with Joy. And Carrie has to make this bitchy comment about how they've been together for like a hot minute while her and Aiden are 20 years in. I really don't think you count the years that you were married to other people and weren't in each other's lives.
And I wanted Miranda to stand up to her as well and say, hey, what's wrong? I was just making a little funny observation. You're kind of touchy these days. Any reason why, girl?
Yeah.
You know, if times are tough, how about seeing a therapist? If anyone needs therapy, it is Carrie.
Yes. Well, one good thing, I did think the fashion was on point this app. So I almost never wear patterns besides leopard, which is technically a neutral. But LTW's Poochie dress was everything. I actually gasped when I saw it on scene. And I immediately stocked it online. And unfortunately, it is currently sold out.
And I also thought Charlotte's birthday pink birthday dress was very Charlotte, and that is something I would wear in another lifetime. Maybe not now, but I thought it was really cute for her.
Yeah, I also like Charlotte's dress. But I have to say, what they did to Miranda in this episode was criminal. That yellow outfit when she was walking down the street with Carrie, horrendous. And then the silver Tin Man pantsuit, just tragic.
And we're going to unpack all of the yellow dresses on the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion next week because, yellow's on trend, but should it be?
No.
Yeah, it kind of doesn't suit everyone. Anyway, and just like that, that is all we have time for. Join us next week for our deep dive into episode 8.